Good morning. It is 26th of September. I am here with the vlog. So these are the headlines. Russia rejects the Israeli delegation after the airplane is down in Syria. There's some dispute Palestinian land that's been given. Trump and the UN. Iran is disastrous. We won't let her keep nuclear weapons. The EU says the opposite. And some good news, the death rate of women, Jewish women and also Arab women, it says, I don't know why they separate, went down 25%. That's really good news. Rephrase it. The death rate of Jewish women from breast cancer in Israel went down 25% in the last century. I think also Arab women, it says later on, why they separate it. So that's good news. Bill Cosby got 3 to 10 years on sexual assault. There's another legend. And my favorite part of the newspaper today, it's extra effort since I forgot my glasses, so squinting. But the caricatures, they're very clear even if you don't have glasses. So this, it says, there's the sign of the UN and it says packing. I don't know if you got it. I didn't get it immediately. Packing. So you've got here Putin, he's packing his missiles. The Iranian has his rockets. Donald Trump has a baseball bat. And Abu Mazen, the Palestinian leader, his hands are empty. And Netanyahu has books and it says Hezbollah. He has all these reports. So, yeah. And then there's the editorial talks about Trump's talk. And, of course, doesn't see it in a good light, the fact that Donald Trump has chosen to ignore the main problems. Not addressing what to do with the Palestinians. What shall we do with them? Just not give them money, or should we find a solution? I don't know. So, and then there's an editorial that I'm going to take what I want out of it, because it's supposed to say how Israel's policy is endangering the relationship with the Jews of America, which is really, let's say, safe from all my concerns about life. I don't really care about the relationship between Israel and the Jews in America. That much. The reason being is because I think they definitely have enough to deal with, and we have definitely a lot to deal with. And I just hope Israel will make enough money that it doesn't depend on anybody's financial support, and that way we don't have to worry about pleasing people. But in this talk, I'm just going to take out of it what is fascinating. It says The Jewish Century, a book by the historian Yuri Slukin. And it checks the influence that the Jews of Russia, they were the very poor Jews of the refugees in Russia, they were 60% of the world Jews, how they influenced world Jewish, the history of the world Jews. And so out of those Jews, the Russian Jews, me guilty as charged. I'm also, my father's side came from that area of the world, also Russian Jews, came radicals that played key roles in the communist revolution. Also the pioneers who founded the State of Israel. And also they changed the U.S. Jews to one of the most successful in the history of the Jewish people. So look at the statistics. Jews are in America the richest group and the most educated. And sometimes the most popular, sometimes. Those are the Jews in America are less than 2%, but they comprise 50% of the the influential intellectuals. Whether it's Noam Chomsky, I can think of one name, or many, many writers, as we know, famous writers. If you look at American literature, you cannot avoid the Jews. They are very influential. That's true. And it says a quarter to a third of those in the media, yeah, definitely, and half of 2/3 of the producers and directors in Hollywood. One out of three Jews. One out of three. One out of three of the 371 Nobel Prize receiver. The U.S. received 371 Nobel Prizes. One out of three was a Jew, and you have to remember 2% only of the population, and half of the Nobel Prize of Economy. So big force there. The contribution of Jews to U.S., modern U.S., they were influenced the culture, the TV, the film, the literature and journalism. And they led the struggle of the blacks and the women and the LGBT for equality and for freedom of speech and concern for refugees and the effort to separate state from religion. The political influence is no less astonishing. American Jews vote, they're active, and they contribute from more than any other group in the population. They also are represented in the Congress. Sorry, I'm translating as I read this in Hebrew. Much more than they're in the population. Since 1967, American Jews also are busy with the very special relations between Israel and the U.S., whether it's military, financial support of the states, or whether helping bring the Jews of Soviet Union, former Soviet Union, and I think also the Ethiopians, by the way. It was thanks to an American Jew that the Ethiopians could have come to Israel. He remembered I remember seeing a documentary on it, and it was an American Jew who started the campaign to bring the Ethiopian Jews who were long forgotten. So we have him to thank. I personally am very grateful because I see their influence on Israel is just amazing. I just adore their culture and their energy. So thank you so much for that. Most of the contributions are liberal Jews. That's the majority. Only a quarter voted for Donald Trump. And the Orthodox mainly, that are only 10% of the population. We need to remember the Orthodox in the US are only 10%. And also in Israel, I think they're not much more. So, but the majority are liberal. All the facts are known, and yet it said Israel is like really not considering that liberal part due to orthodox monopole and anti-democratic laws and rigid way they treat Palestinians. So anyway, I don't know what to say really, because I am concerned. I'm very deeply concerned about the Orthodox monopole. monopoly because it's liberal Jews that founded Israel, and it's amazing how the changes in Israel, and let's hope Israel continues to be like that. Peace, light, and love.